Very good morning to all of you. I'm Swati Sambhaji Patel. Let us start with our next topic, that is criteria for file organization. In last video we have learned about file management. So in this we shall learn about criteria of that file organization. So there are various criteria available for file organization, that is short access time needed when accessing a single record. Ease of update. File on CD-ROM will not be updated, so this is not a concern. Economy of storage. Should be minimum redundancy in data. Redundancy can be used to speed access, such as an index. In simple maintenance, reliability. File. Data are collected in the order they arrive. Purpose of file is to accumulate a mass of data and save it. Records may have different fields. No structure. Record access is by exhaustive search. So the diagram represents the file file. Here, variable length records are available. Variable set of fields in chronological order. Then the sequential file. Fixed format used for records. Records in the sequential file are of same length. All fields the same. Order and the length. Field names and lanes are attributes of the files. One field is the key field, uniquely identifies the record. Records are stored in key sequence. So the diagram represents the sequential file. Fixed length records are available in this. Fixed set of fields in fixed order. Sequential order based on key field. Then indexed sequential file. Index provides a lookup capability to quickly reach the vicinity of the desired record. Contains key field and a pointer to the main file. Indexed is search to find highest key value that is equal to or precedes the desired key value. Search continues in the main file at the location indicated by the pointer. Then the comparison of sequential and indexed sequential. So here is the example. A file contains 1 million records. On an average, 50,000 accesses are required to find a record in a sequential file. If an index contains 1000 entries, it will take an average 500 accesses to find the keys, followed by 500 accesses in the main file. Now, an average it is 1000 accesses. Indexed sequential file. New records are added to an overflow file. Record in main file that precedes it is updated to contain a pointer to the new record. The overflow is merged with the main file during a batch update. Multiple indexes for the same key field can be set up to increase efficiency. So the diagram represents indexed sequential file. In this there is main file, then overflow file, then index. Index labels are also given in this. Indexed file. It uses multiple indexes for different key fields. It may contain an exhaustive index that contains one entry for every record in the main file. It may contain a partial index. Indexed file. Diagram represents the indexed file. Here are the exhaustive indexes available and partial indexes there. So here is the primary file which have variable length records. Then file organization. Direct or hashed file. Directly access a block at a known address. Key field required for each record. Then here is the performance. Grades of performance for 5 basic file organizations. Space, file method, space, update, retrieval. So in file method, there is a file, sequential, indexed, and hashed methods which are available. Space attributes, variable or fixed. Update record size, equal or greater. Retrieval is single record, subset, or exhaustive. So in this, there are the variables fixed given. So A is for excellent or well suited to this purpose. B for good. C for adequate. D for requires some extra effort, and E equal to possible with extreme effort. F is not reasonable for this purpose, where R equals to size of the result, O equals to number of records that overflow, N equals to number of records in file. Contains information about files, that is attributes, location, ownership. Actually, directory itself is a file owned by the operating system. It provides mapping between file names and the file themselves. Simple structure for a directory. List of entries, one for each file. Sequential file with the name of the file serving as the key. It provides no help in organizing the files. Forces user to be careful not to use the same name for two different files. Information elements of a file. So here is the basic information, that is a file name. Name as chosen by creator must be unique within a specific directory. Then file type, for example text, binary, load, module, etc. Then file organization, file system that support different organizations. Then address information, volume indicates device on which file is stored. Starting address, starting physical address on secondary storage, for example cylinder, track, and block number on disk. Size used, current size of the file in bytes, words, or blocks. Size allocated, the maximum size of the file. Then information elements of a file directory. So there are access control information available. Owner, user who is assigned control of this file. The owner may be able to grant or deny access to the users and to change these privileges. Then access information. A simple version of this element would include the user's name and password for each authorized user. Then permitted actions. Controls reading, writing, executing, transmitting over a network. Usage information. Date created when file was first placed in directory. Then identity of creator. Usually but not necessarily the current owner. Date last read access. Date of the last time a record was read. Then identity of last reader. User who did the reading. Date last modified. Date of the last update, insertion or deletion. Then identity of last modifier. User who did the modifying. Then date of last backup. Date of the last time the file was backed up on another storage medium. And current usage is the information about current activity on the file, such as process or processes that have the file open, whether it is locked by a process, and whether the file has been updated in main memory, not yet on disk. So this is about information elements of a file directory. I hope you have understood all the concepts of the file directory as well as information about